Hello, everyone. This is Monday with the Mayor, and we are here in Lagodi with Mayor Noel Hardy. Hey, V.
Good to be here. Glad to have everybody here. And as you can see behind me, we're getting ready for Christmas. So
Yes, so let's talk about that because everybody has had their Christmas events or kickoffs since Thanksgiving. What do you guys have going on this weekend?
this Sunday evening, we're going to have our Christmas stroll beginning down on the downtown square at 5 o'clock and will last till 8. And then at 6 o'clock will be the Festival Lights Christmas Parade. And this year we did something different. We picked 3 people to be the Grand Marshal. All 3 siblings, and it's Jim Todd, Phil Todd, and Jan Martin. All 3 well-deserving, and they've done a lot in our community, and we could talk about that all day, but the reasons we chose them. But for one thing, Jan had worked for the county, the Sheriff's Department as a nurse and has been the county health nurse. Jim taught English as a second language for several years and even helped get some students from other countries to help put them through college personally. And then Phil is a Crane retiree and been very active in the Legion. So that just kind of gives you a brief summary of why they were chosen.
All right, so the Christmas stroll's happening, and then you guys also have some more exciting news besides, of course, Christmas everyone loves that, but your library, and you have a meeting coming up. Tell me a little bit more about that.
The library, they've been working over the last several months, and they had some different proposals, and now their main proposal is to look into doing a loan through rural development, or USDA. And on Wednesday night at the Lagodi High School cafeteria, they're going to have a meeting for information, and I'm the moderator. So as I was before in the past, we had one other town hall meeting, and hope it will be at 7 o'clock. Hope to have a lot of people come, and they believe that they found a way to fund this without raising any taxes, which I think is a popular would be the most popular way to go amongst everyone. So
Can you just reiterate how important this meeting is for the community?
Well, definitely, in order to get this loan through rural development, there has to be some support. It can't be just the library board and the library director. It has to be the whole community kind of has to get behind it. And the attendance is just the utmost importance because they will be turning that in. And if we only have a few people show, that's not a real good, when they're deciding what project to fund or loan money to, if we just have a few people, it's not going to be a good sign for them, and they may very well not get the financing. So.
Okay, all right. And so speaking of meetings coming up and big decisions for you guys, you have zoning things going on here in Lagodi. What is happening with that?
We are in the final stages. We do have a meeting tomorrow night at 5 o'clock here at City Hall, and it will be finalized at our January Common Council meeting, but we are having a meeting tomorrow evening at 5 that's open to the public, and it's part of one of the many steps of finalizing land use planning, otherwise known as zoning, and we're pretty excited. We're going to be, the whole county, nor the town of Shoals, nor the city of Lagodi have it. And so we're going to be the first area to implement this, and we're excited about seeing what happens, moving forward. One of the reasons that when we did our comprehensive plan, 88%, it came in at number 1 for the needs from the citizens that responded. 88% said, yes, we need zoning and land use planning. That was one reason. And then another reason, as you're probably aware, and many are aware, when you're looking at economic development, it's very hard to promote your community when they ask you, well, what kind of land use planning do you have? And you say none. It's very hard to promote that. So that was the number 1 co-reason we decided to move forward in this direction.
Okay, and so what will the zoning do to improve the city?
Well, definitely, one thing is the commercial aspect will be identified, which is pretty much, the area that we're looking at along all the streets that are on JFK and Broadway. And then it will identify, residential. It will identify mobile home parks versus, like we talked about, the individual residential and the commercial. It will identify areas. And so when you're a business coming in and you're wanting to know, if you're going to put $1 million investment, which is modest in today's world, into a business, what's going to surround you or not surround you.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And it'll be very informational. It's tomorrow at 5.
Yep. At 5 o'clock here in the Common Council room of City Hall.
Okay, all right. Well, Noel, thank you so much for being with us. And your decorations look beautiful. I can't wait to drive through here at night. That's the best part of Christmas, right?
For sure. We decided this year, well, last year rather, to go with the colored bulbs versus the white bulbs, and it's really made a big difference. Had a lot of feedback from that. So,
Isn't it funny that there's a side, there's the white clear lights, and then there's the colored lights that everyone. I know it goes back and forth.
there's no. I don't think that everybody would agree on either side, but I think the colored lights look pretty good. So
I like them too. Well, thank you so much, Noel, for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that's been Monday with the Mayor. I'm Joy Holt here from Lagodi for Monday with the Mayor.